Welcome back to my rolling project pan series. This is going to be my October update, and today I have so many new roll-ins. I'm super excited, so let's get to it. So I start with 10 products and I set specific goals either to finish or a usage goal, and I'm just gonna go one by one if I hit the goal or not, and a little speed review and how I feel about the product. So the first product I have is the Huda Beauty Loose Setting Powder in Cherry Blossom, and my goal was to use it 20 times. So far I've only used it 8 times, and I blame that on trying to finish my other loose setting powder, the Laura Mercier translucent one, and I am so close to the other one. I can taste it, so I haven't really been reaching for this one. I do really enjoy this one. It has such a beautiful blur, but on my dry skin I find that it is a bit too drying sometimes, especially around my under eyes. That's where I primarily use it, but I also love to use it around the corners of my blush to kind of help blend it through. And I feel like it's just a beautiful blurred finish. I am excited to reach for this one more. And the starting weight from September was 102.4 grams, and weighing it today, it is 102 grams. So I lost the 0.4 grams with only 8 uses. So I'm quite impressed with that because this stuff is so finely milled. It still looks incredibly full. It is pretty new in my collection, so I wasn't expecting a huge decrease in this, but I am happy to be getting my money's worth. Next up, we have the CoverGirl Skin Perfector Essence, and I have the shade Light, or 20. And I've only used this 5 out of 20 times. Again, I have another foundation that I'm trying to finish, and I am so close. It's at the point now where when I use the pump, it doesn't really come out, so I actually have to take the cap off and scoop it out. I'm so close to finishing that foundation, but I have been loving this product as well. It's an essence, so I feel like it's more skincare than makeup, but it still has some coverage. Not super heavy coverage, and honestly I like to still spot conceal with concealer, but this has such a beautiful finish. It is so glowy and dewy and radiant. It is so beautiful, and I have been really loving how my skin looks with this one. I do think by the next update that I should have reached the 20 use goal on this one. I am just itching to finish that foundation. It's been more than 8 months now, and I'm just ready to be done with it and move on to the next product. But I love this product, and I'm really excited to get more usage out of it. The third product is another Huda Beauty product, and this is the Creamy Kohl Liner in Brown, or Berry Brown? I always forget the name of this one, Berry Brown. And my goal was to use it 10 times. This was one of my older goals until I recently switched to having higher goals for this project, and I finally did it. I still unfortunately have the Tarte eyeliner. I can't seem to get rid of it no matter what I do, and I'm just determined to just finish it because doing a project pan, I don't know, I just feel like I have to finish it or reach my goals. It just frustrates me when it's not products I love. But this one is much different than the other one. The other one I found tugs at my skin, and it's just not very creamy. This one is creamy, and honestly a little too creamy for my liking. As someone who isn't the greatest with eyeliner, I think I just kind of am trying to find a happy medium from creamy to stiff eyeliner formulas, and I think I do prefer brown over black formula. And this one is our first rollout, so I did re-roll some prompts, and the one I got for this was a spray. So I chose the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This one is like a deluxe size. I got, I think from Ulta, and I had my eyes on this product for the longest time. I have been wanting to try it for so long after seeing so many glowing reviews, and I guess I'm a little disappointed. It's not the worst setting spray. The one that I finished before was awful, but this one over the foundation I'm currently trying to finish, which is more of a soft matte finish, and this one made that one look so dry on my skin. It wasn't good. But I tried this over the Essence, and it is gorgeous. It looks so nice, and because this is such a dewy formula, I feel like it never sets down. This did help a bit, but you know, with those types of formulas, it is bound to kind of come off your face throughout the day. but I love how it looks with this setting spray. So the goal for this one is to finish it just because it is a smaller bottle and it's not a full size. I do kind of want to try it with multiple different types of foundation to kind of get a better opinion on it and if I would want to purchase a full size. So the starting weight for this product is 34.7 grams and the goal is just to finish it. This is after like I think 5 uses, 5 or 6, so I'm very confident that I will get this done by our next update. This next product I set a much higher goal, which was to hit pan, and it is the Tarte Bronzer in Parquet Princess, and I believe this is a mini, and this is what it's looking like today, and I'll insert a photo of what it looked like last month. I feel like there isn't that much of a difference, but I've used it 17 times since the last update, but I have been using a less dense brush than before. I feel like I was using a really dense brush before and it was just kind of applying really patchy and almost looked muddy to me. I'm using a fluffier brush now, but I feel like I still have to put more work into making it show up on my skin now, but I really haven't been liking this product and I feel like it's just been harder to use it because of that, because I'm not necessarily wanting to reach for it. Even with using it 17 times, I feel like there really isn't much progress that I've made based on weight. So last month it was weighing 30 grams and today it weighs 29.6 grams. It's only a 0.4 gram loss and I don't know, I guess I expected more from it. So this product will be staying in until I reach my goal. The next product, the prompt was a product that you're scared to pan, and I chose the Hourglass Holiday Palette from 2023, and I was really scared to hit pan in this product just because it's expensive and I was really hesitant to use this. So I didn't pick a specific shade that I wanted to use. My usage goal was 15 times and it was really just for the whole palette, just to get some use into it and feel more comfortable using it. And I have reached that goal. I actually used it 16 times and I really enjoyed the blushes and the highlighter. The highlighter is gorgeous. I have a hard time with the bronzer just because it's so subtle and it's kind of like the other one. If I use a really dense brush, it comes up patchy, but if I use a fluffy brush, then it's kind of hard to get it to show. I'm not a huge fan of this shade, which is kind of like a finishing powder. I feel like it's really glittery on me. I don't know if that's because it's right next to the highlight, but it's just a little too glittery for my liking, but I do think I could maybe get more use in using it like on my brow bone. But I'm happy to roll out this product and roll in a new one. So the new prompt I rolled for this was a Harry Potter themed, something that you love but others hate. And that was really hard for me to pick a product just because I feel like I try to be very informed about my purchases. So I will watch reviews other people post on products with similar skin type or like preferences to what I like just to get a better idea. But I ended up settling with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I have huge beef with what it's duping, which is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I know everybody loves that one. I don't know what it is, but for me, it just didn't work. It made my makeup pill, and I just was not a fan of it at all. This one, however, I love. It has a really nice cooling sensation. It's pretty brief and not really intense, and it just makes your makeup last. So my goal is to use it 20 times. I have no idea how many times I've used it before, so I don't know if I'm gonna finish it over the 20 times, but it's either 20 times or finish it, whichever one comes first. And the starting weight is 32 grams. This next product, I got horrible usage on it, and I'm super embarrassed by that. What I had was the Holo Taco Matte Top Coat, and my goal is to finish this. So this is how much we're working with left. So as you can see, there is much more in it now than there was previously, and that's because it was so thick and just unable to work with that I had to add nail polish thinner, and I added a lot. So we are looking at an increase in the weight as well as how much I need to finish. And surprisingly, I've only used this twice. I really thought I was going to get more usage on it. I was actually thinking of making my nails matte, but I don't know, I saw them glossy and I was happy with how they looked. So when I brought it in last month, it weighed 57.8 grams, and now it is weighing 58.3 grams, all because I added some thinner to it. I am going to really try and get a few more uses in it, but I feel like I'm only going to get maybe 3 or 4, if that. I'm just going to keep chugging along until this one is gone. So this next product was actually in my empties video, and it is the L'Oreal setting spray. I had a goal of finishing it, and I finally did. It took me 28 uses from when I brought it in, and I'm actually quite surprised by that. I thought it would be maybe like 10, which kind of shows that I have a horrible perception of finishing setting sprays. So I rolled a new prompt, and the prompt was something wintry. I was really struggling with this, and I feel like it ultimately led me to picking another lipstick, which I have one in the project already, which will be coming up soon, but I thought, fine, I will pick another lipstick and see which one I finish first. The one that I chose is Glossier Ultra Lip in Cranberry, and this one is just a really deep red. It's very beautiful, and I find these compared to the Generation G much more hydrating, though the lasting power on this is not great. My goal is to use it 20 times, just because I do have that other lipstick in this project, which I believe the usage goal is 25 times, so I kind of just want to share, but I want to see which one I reach the goal of first. And its starting weight is 16.7 grams, which I'm really surprised by considering this next one is a lot heavier. So speaking of the previous lipstick I have in my project, I have the Glossier Generation G in Jam, and this one is just a gorgeous like deep plum red color. It's actually what I'm wearing on my lips today, and sadly I've only used this 4 out of the 25 times. So I had like the first 2 or 3 uses, and I put it in my work bag because, you know, lipstick, you need to reapply it throughout the day. And I forgot about it. I left it in there and just completely forgot about it. And since then, I've been having so much fun using other lip products. And it really shows that this clearly isn't one that I'm reaching for without a project based on it, because I completely forgot about it. So I did throw it on today to get one more use, but it really didn't make that much of a difference. So its starting weight was 23.6 grams, and it currently weighs 23.5 grams. And you know, with 4 uses, I really wasn't expecting that much of weight difference. If anything, I wasn't expecting it at all. So I am happy with that. I am going to try and do a better job of using this and not forgetting about where it is. This next product is another rollout, and it's the Milani Cheek Kiss in Coral Crush. And I love this blush. It is so beautiful. I'm wearing it today, and it's so pretty. So it's a cream formula, and I'm sorry, mine is a little gross at the moment, but it really is just so pretty. I like that it has a lot of pigment, but it blends out really nice, and you can kind of build up how much or how little pigment you want. So my goal was to use this 25 times, and I've used it 28. I pretty much used it every single day since my last update, and it's just so pretty. I really love it. I have been playing around with either layering it with other blushes or kind of trying to do a gradient, so like this one here and then more of a red one towards my temples, and it's so pretty. I really love this blush. It has been a lot colder lately, so I'm thinking of using more cool toned or just really red blushes, but I was really happy to get some usage out of this one. So this one is rolling out, and we're rolling a new product in today, and the prompt I got was something with packaging you love. So I'm kind of stuck between 2 products, but I do think I'm leaning more towards one than the other. And the 2 products I have are the Summer Fridays lip balms, and the reasoning for this is that, one, I like the size. It is a larger product, or it feels larger than most lip products, so I feel like I'm less likely to lose it or misplace it. But what I really love about this is kind of the lip applicator. I love that it kind of is contoured to fit your lip. I really hate the ones where it's like a stick, or even the glossy lipsticks where they're not angled at all. Like this part is, but I mean it's flat. Like, what is that? Is what I really love about these lip balms. The second option that I have is the Rare Beauty liquid blushes or cream blushes, and I don't know, just something about how it looks. It's minimal, but it just, I don't know, it's very aesthetically pleasing. I also love the little handle. I don't know, just like how it always clicks back to be facing the logo. I don't know, it's genius, but it really is pleasing to me. Unfortunately, I really don't like the applicator, and I do think it's because I have a mini. I've seen videos of people using the regular size and the applicator looks larger. So I think it's just the mini that is kind of irritating, but it's really small for me. But I think I am leaning towards this one just because I was saying I want a more like cool toned blush. And honestly, if like this isn't in the project, I'm probably gonna use it still anyway. Whereas with blushes, I need to have it like in my daily drawer, otherwise I'm just not gonna reach for it. So I think I'm gonna go towards using the blush, and I don't know, what should my goal be? Because I don't think I'm gonna finish this anytime soon. Yeah, looking in, I'm not gonna finish it soon. I think I will do 20 times, just because with 25 with the other blush, I felt like I was using it every single day. Which, don't get me wrong, I love that blush, it's beautiful, and I was very happy to use it every single day, but I do have other products that I want to use. I like having multiple blushes in my drawer, and you know, I don't have to reach my goal every single month, but it is fun too, and I kind of see it as a challenge too. So I think I'm going to do 20 uses. That way I still have some opportunity within the month to reach for other products. I gotta mention that I was using this like on my cheeks and my lips, and it is gorgeous. I love a like monochromatic look, and this was beautiful and very comfortable on the lips. I highly recommend. And for our last product for today's video, we have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and my goal was to use this 15 times, and I finally did it. I used it 15 out of 15 times. I'm quite surprised I wasn't reaching for it more, just because I have been wearing a lot of eyeshadow lately, but I do think it's because I'm trying to use up a concealer as well, and I've kind of been using that more often, just because I feel like it's a little easier, not easier, but it also adds coverage, whereas this coverage is very minimal. So I think I've just been gravitating towards that one more. But I finally reached the goal. This will still stay in my drawer, but it was nice to kind of force myself to use this because I have a horrible habit of just not priming my eyelids before eyeshadow and then wondering why they crease. So I finally reached that goal and will be re-rolling it. And the new re-rolled prompt was a lotion. So I was kind of conflicted if I wanted to do more skincare. I guess it's all skincare, but more of like body care versus skincare. I guess I say skincare just for my face. But ultimately I decided to do a body care just because it's more like seasonal and themed, and I don't know, that's always fun to add in. So I went with the Bath & Body Works pumpkin swirl cake. And this stuff smells so good. It's a hint of like cinnamon, pumpkin, and like cookies. I don't know. It smells amazing. So my goal is to probably use it 25 times. We'll say 25 because that way I can use it for this month as well as November. I should most definitely get those uses in those 2 months. I'll probably finish it by then. I don't know. I've never like kept track of how many uses it is to finish one of these body creams, but we'll say 25 times or finish whichever one is first. So there you have it. I reached half of my goals from last month, which is insane to me. I feel like certain products I gravitate towards reaching my goals much quicker than others, and it's really interesting to see what my habits are, as well as getting a better understanding if I like products or not. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!